I tried another Photowalk again with the SL2-S, but this time with a 75mm M lens. Hopefully this shows the advantage of pairing a longer M lens with the digital SL2-S camera. The beauty of the 75mm lens is that it brings a compact form to the SL2-S. It's relatively compact compared to an SL lens, but it is bigger than my other M lenses. It also brings a telephoto distance, and it gives a good tactile feel of using the manual focus. The benefit of the SL2S is that it makes the focusing much easier with the focus magnification and focus peaking. And you can do all this through that super sharp EVF. It has a large hand grip which can easily handle the 75mm lens, which might be more heavy and difficult on an M11. It's almost like the merging of an M system and an SL system, bringing in some of the both. It makes it more exciting to use, almost like upgrading the SL2S. Before I got my M11 and my M lenses, I wasn't using the SL2S as much, mainly because of the bulkiness and weight of my SL lenses. I have the 24-70 as my main SL lens, and that's just very heavy to carry around along with the larger camera body. So on this video I'll show you how the 75 really zooms you in to your subject, and the SL2S brings along its technology to help that 75 work better for you. The light's not too exciting today, and the scenery isn't that exciting either. So that makes it difficult to find and get some unique quality shots. The first shot is just a perspective shot with the fall trees in the background and along the road. Here I'm walking along the road and I'm coming up on an olive-colored house in the distance. It looks pretty far away, but stopping there and shooting a 75mm photo, it really brings you up close and zooms you in. It's almost like spying from a distance. I tried to capture some of the colors of the trees, but it's already a little late in the season and a lot of the leaves have already fallen. But I was able to capture this tree with the orange leaves, and I was able to get a great focus of the leaves using the SL2S with the focus magnification. And at f2.0 the background was separated and the foreground was also blurry. I think the composition would have been a little better if I had something else more in the foreground. I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro with the action mode, so I'm getting pretty good stabilization while I'm walking. Walking up across another house, I'm stopping here and I'm shooting the image, and again it brings up the house closer up to you, and I'm able to fill up the frame standing at that distance. The flowers are not too colorful this time of year, but there's a small bush here with a lot of small purple flowers. Walking in the forest, it's still difficult to find an interesting composition. At first everything looks the same. Here's some nice colors on this shot with the various shades of green surrounding the brown of the tree. The light here was highlighting this rock with some moss and leaves on it. It was a nice day today, perfect weather, but I think it would have been better if I came in the evening or early morning. Here I'm coming up on a small footbridge, and I focused on this fallen tree above the water with the background blurred out. Walking further, I saw this house peeking out through the trees, and it's almost framed by the trees. And off in the distance, there's another small structure, almost concealed by the leaves. But I was able to shoot it at this distance and bring it up closer. This structure is almost framed by the orange leaves on top and the stone walls on the bottom. And again, this structure is highlighted by the light shining on it. Lastly, just showing how the SL2-S helped me get perfect focus. I used the focus magnification to get the fine focusing, and I can focus down to the specific leaf that I want to get in focus, and that can leave the background to be blurred out using the f2.0 aperture. I set up my camera by assigning the front function button right next to the lens to bring up the focus magnification. So all I have to do is use the joystick to move the area of focus to where I want it, and then press the function button with my index finger and bring up the focus magnification. And I can do all this without taking my eye off the electronic viewfinder. So that was just a short walk right near where I live with the SL2-S and the 75mm Apo Summicron lens. I tried to go out to the same spot using different focal lengths so that can train my eye to find shots even though there's not a lot of interesting subjects around this area. So sometimes I bring out the 35 or 50, and that just gives a different perspective. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear anything else specifically about Leica.